Oh shit. Here we go again.
Greetings, everybody. My name is P. How you guys doing? Did you see Vinny get crushed by an animal? Yeah, I saw Vinny's the abandoned mall video. It was pretty funny. So I like it. But hey, everybody. Hope you all are doing fine. All are doing good. I have a bunch of videos for you today that I'm going to be watching, essentially. No video games, strangely enough, but yes. But yeah, we're going to do some spooky YouTube stuff, and we're going to do some other stuff too. If you don't know, that Red Letter Media put out a video, quote-unquote, making fun of death metal, and I figured I would be responding to it, I'd be reacting to it. So there's that. But anyway, hope you all are doing fine, all are doing good. I had a really rainy day today, but I had a really good dinner. I got some fish and potatoes and peas, and it was one of those very homely, nice meals. And, you know, when you eat a really good meal, all from scratch and all that stuff, and you can really feel like there's no additives or crazy stuff in this. You know, like, your body feels... You don't feel like the lethargic sort of mood that you get from, like, you know, having some takeout lunch or whatever. So, you know, I really cherished the meal today. And it was very nice, too, because when it's raining outside, you know, you really enjoy a hot meal. So, my compliments to the chef. Also, I know the fact that, the Hypnospace game came out, which is, you know, Slayers X, and I'm gonna be streaming the whole game, not tonight though, but I will be doing it. I was actually given a code to this game, and I could stream it before it came out, but I chose not to, so, yeah. Anyway, guys, hope you all are doing fine, all are doing good. We're gonna be setting this up, so sit tight, and we got videos. Hello, everybody. I was asked. Hang on, give me a second. There we go. Let's do that intro again. Well, everybody, I have been asked by many people to react to Red Letter Media's video about death metal. This video got released yesterday, and a ton of people asked me, Joel, what do you think about it? Or, what are your thoughts on it? Well, I can say this. I heard about this video, and I thought it'd be pretty funny to have Mike and Rich react to it, or rather talk about it. But a lot of people asked my opinion on it or whatever. Now, big footnote here. I am a huge Red Letter Media fan. Vinny interviewed. I think it was Rich many years ago. So both me and Vinny, we love Red Letter Media, and first of all, I'll say this: no matter what this video is. I don't think any metalhead on the planet is going to be angry or offended. Metalheads, contrary to belief, is often like some of the nicest people you ever come across. We're just big nerds that like comic books and horror movies and stuff like that. And a lot of the crazy aspect of it, it's just people having fun. So if you ever go to a death metal show or if you go to a heavy metal show, you'll quickly realize how nice people are. I'll give you an example of that. If you're in a big thrash metal mosh pit or something like that, and somebody drops their phone, everybody just squares off, and it's like, oh, you dropped your phone, and they'll help you out. So there's a real sense of, I don't know, togetherness in this little niche subgenre of music. And I think everybody is having a big laugh about this, because essentially what it is from what my understanding is, Mike and Rich is going over a list of bands, and it's not their kind of music. So I think some of the explicit names or the albums or whatever it is might just be them scratching their heads like, what is this? But hopefully I can shed some light, or, I don't know what you want to call it, some of my own input in whatever this video is. But I don't know. Someone saw this got personal. I don't think it's personal. It's more so having a very, because I have a big keen interest into this kind of music. And because it is a sort of obscure form of music that is very abrasive, and and having somebody like take a look at it that doesn't know anything about it, it's interesting, So I don't know, but let's check this video out and see what it's all about. But again, I want to reiterate, I'm a huge fan of Red Letter Media. I love death metal. I love all kinds of various sub-metal genres and stuff like that, but it's probably going to be a very, very entertaining video. So, let's let's check it out, I guess. Let's see here. Where do I have it? Here we go. YouTube. All right, here we go.
Hello and welcome to a very special episode of something. Rich Evans does not know what this episode is going to be about.
I'm very confused.
He's very nervous.
Mike's put a corpse head down here.
I love the what's his name, the banana phone guy. It's no baloney. I forget what his name is, but there used to be a lot of YouTube. Rafi, yes, that's his name. Yes. There used to be a lot of YouTube poop videos in the early days of YouTube that used banana phones. So it always makes me nostalgic to be reminded of that.
And I'm wearing all black. So today we're going to be talking about death metal.
Why?
Okay, wrong from the get-go. I can already tell from the feedback, this is not death metal, this is hardcore music. Okay, death metal doesn't sound that way. But, you know, I'll shut up here, and I'll let Mike and Rich talk about this. Death metal, you know. Mike and Rich, they're like 100 years old now. This whole video is gonna feel like your parents going through your like CD collection and saying like, is this safe for my child to go to this heavy metal concert? Because these albums sound really crazy, you know. It's gonna be like your mom thinking every Pokemon is Pikachu, isn't it?
I was on the internet. And I noticed this last weekend was the Milwaukee Metal Fest
Good show.
at the Rave Eagles Club, a trashy venue that has obnoxious trash bands.
Wouldn't it be funny if Rich over here is like a secret metalhead? Like he knows a lot of this stuff. And he's just going along with Mike taunting him, you know. Because here's the thing. Death metal doesn't have that, like, wild aspect to it like it used to have. Like, it's pretty common in the cultural osmosis. Like, you know, you take a band like Cannibal Corpse, for example. Cannibal Corpse was in Ace Ventura. And, you know, it's just everybody kind of knows what it is. Well, except the Simpsons, who called Judas Priest death metal. But that's another story. But let's keep going.
And I saw the advertisements for the Milwaukee Metal Fest, and I didn't go to it. I saw an advertisement.
Should've.
And guess what? It was black.
Okay, looking at this lineup right now, these are pretty old bands. Okay, like Anthrax was formed in like 1982 or something. I forget what it is. Biohazard, Dark Angel, Napalm Death, Suicidal Tendencies. Like a lot of these bands is pretty well known. Lamb of God, like, you know. But please, I'll stop pausing the video.
With white letters.
You want something that stands out against the black background, Mike.
Well, sure, but there was probably about 100 metal bands on this roster. It was.
You know, I don't want to be pedantic here, and obviously we're getting into the sort of micro subgenre thing where we're talking about all these different bands, but I can see right now, not everything here is metal. There's a lot of like some hardcore bands on here and stuff like that. So I don't know, but sorry.
It's a 3-day affair. And once I got to reading the names of all the metal bands, I laughed, and so I thought I would share them with you.
Okay, now I understand. Now I fully comprehend the purpose that I have been brought here today.
Right, yes. And I did a deeper dive into metal bands. And when I say metal, I'm not talking about your Metallica or AC/DC.
calling AC/DC metal is great. It's great. It's wonderful.
Or the presidents of the United States of America, or bands like that. I'm talking about hardcore death metal, sometimes referred to as black metal.
I just heard, you know, that Star Wars quote. You know, I feel a disturbance in the Force. 1 billion rivets in a bunch of metalheads' heads just popped. Okay. Now I understand from an outsider perspective, it's all a bunch of screaming and noise. But the thing is, I'll put it in red letter media terms, okay? Maybe one of these days, Mike and Rich will see this, but I'll put it in simple terms. Calling black metal and death metal synonymous with each other is like saying Star Trek and Star Wars is the same thing. Well, it's both science fiction. Surely it must be the same, right? But I understand. It's both very abrasive forms of music, and I can get into the technical details, what really defines that kind of sound and that kind of sound. In fact, you know, why don't we just on a side note, bring these two genres up so people will get an understanding of it. I'm sure most people in chat here knows what defines death metal and black metal, but if you don't know what it is, you know, I can say this. Death metal, you know, evolved from thrash metal, which is kind of a genre that came out of, you know, heavy metal and speed metal. It was, thrash metal originated in the San Francisco Bay Area, and it was just a faster form of heavy metal, right? But eventually that sort of art form was pushed to the extreme, to the point where, you know, singing was replaced more with growling and screaming and shouting and stuff like that. Not that thrash metal is devoid of that, but it was more a prominent thing. The lyrical aspects became more about like horror movie stuff and, you know, zombie stuff and blood and stuff like that. So death metal, I would say, more prominent in the late 80s. Now, black metal is more so a sort of offshoot from death metal, where it was intentionally recorded sort of lo-fi. It was a bit more simple in terms of structure, but the music is presented as very cold, and the lyrics are often very, like, you know, it's about, you know, frost, and it came from Scandinavia, you know, Norway and Sweden. You know, there was the first wave of black metal, there was the second wave of black metal, and I'll say this, I'll bring up two examples of death and black metal if anyone is interested. I don't want to sound like a professor in these things, but, you know, I feel like, if anything, I'm qualified to talk about this because I do listen to a lot of this stuff. But I can bring this up. I can bring up some random bands. You know, these are not necessarily like the most representative of each genre here, but I can just bring some stuff up. Very boilerplate sort of black metal sounds like this. There's a band called Gallows. And I'll just give you an example so you know what this sounds like, you know. So it's very, very cold kind of sound. It's very tremolo picked. You know, it's very much that. So, you know, there we go. Just a random example. I have a playlist of various bands I listen to. It's very cool kind of sound. You know, mid-90s kind of rose to, you know. And there's a lot of history involved with black metal. And again, I don't want to sound like an encyclopedia here, but if anything, I'm kind of like Jay Bauman. Whereas Jay Bauman's knowledge of horror movies and his, you know, I feel that metal is my expertise in a way, you know, so it ties into that. But whatever, as I said, black metal also has a history of various things, you know, very, you know, infamous things. In Sweden, there was a lot of church burnings in the 90s, and I can basically equate it to this. Some kids took it too far, and I'll say this as a caveat. Metal is supposed to be fun. Metal is just a fun thing that is, you know, a subgenre of music that people seek out, and there's a real sort of togetherness about it. But some people, you know, especially in the early days, took it a little too seriously, and there was a lot of stuff involved into that. But that aside, blah, 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 blah. Black metal today is very galvanized. People know what it is, you know. And death metal, on the other hand, I'm just going to give you two examples. Again, I was playing this band, you know. Black metal, right? Now, death metal, on the hand, has got a more chug to it. It's more guttural. It's more beefy, and it doesn't have that sort of cold ambience to it. One of my favorite bands in the death metal genre is a band that was very inspired by a band called Bolt Thrower. Now, Bolt Thrower is a band that took lyrical inspiration from the Games Workshop games, like Warhammer 40K, and their first album, In Battle There's No Law. Like, people know that album, but people really should be checking out their what is that song called? Or that album, rather. Sorry, my bad. What is it called? Bolt Thrower. Let me just. I'm sorry for the history lesson here, but I feel like I need to set some things straight here. Bolt Thrower is called. Here we go. Yes, both were put on an album called Realm of Chaos, and as you can see, it's straight up Warhammer. And as I want to say, it really has that air of, these guys are just nerds. They're just, you know, tabletop fans that, you know, but it's a great album. It's a great album. But Bolter aside, I want to show you a band called War Master was inspired by Bolter. And it's one of my favorite albums in the death metal genre. And it is an album called Pyramid of the Necropolis. And how great isn't that, right? Look how great that is. But again, black metal. In contrast with death metal. You get it. But to somebody who doesn't care or whatever, I don't think it matters that much. But I just want to set the record straight for anybody out there who is lost in these two genres. Like, well, is it the same thing? You know, and again, I make the analogy that, I mean, you could call it all metal, but there's so many subgenres that I think is important to this whole thing. Because if you were to compare a death metal band that sounds like this, you know, and then you compare to a band that plays power metal like Rhapsody of Fire. Could you really call it the same form of music? I mean, it's all a matter of perspective, I suppose. But for me, I feel a lot of metal fans point out, you know, oh, you're not calling it this genre or this genre. I think the main form of genres is important because you really do need to separate these, you know. But what do I know, right? I'm sorry for the anecdotal sort of pause here, and I'm focusing on Mike's face here, and he's just looking at me with contempt. But let's keep watching.
Now, this is the toughest, hardest, fastest metal around. Mostly these bands come from like Nordic countries, like Sweden, the Netherlands, Finland.
Well, he's right. I feel now it's a little more personal.
Places like that, and some from the U.S., but mostly like countries like that, and they wear all black, and they go, and they do the thing called growl screaming, right?
Mike, I've seen Metalocalypse.
What's that?
I wonder how many people got into metal because of Metalocalypse, which, by the way, has a... I think they're on tour right now, you know, Brandon Small, and, you know, I think there's a new album coming or whatever, but I think a lot of people got into metal through, you know, Deathclock or Metalocalypse, and I think it's a really funny show. But somebody pointed out, he said Netherlands was a Nordic country. He's from Wisconsin. He's from Minnesota. I don't know. You know, Americans. Right. But yeah, whatever.
Oh, it's a cartoon show about a death metal band.
Okay, so I don't have to explain all this to you.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
they go, their singing is,
Yes.
you know, and then it's just like, it's not my thing. It's not my thing. It's a lot of people's cup of tea, but it's not mine.
Yeah.
They like to go and they like to thrash around, and there's some really like, I would say disturbing themes.
This does really feel like two parents that found their child's like CD collection. Well, I would say not so much Rich, but I feel Mike feels like somebody's talking about these things like they have never heard about these things in their entire lives. It's fantastic. I'm here for it.
associated with this type of music. I don't want to get into it, but it's not pleasant. It's not the Fab Four.
Which is ironic because the Beatles invented heavy metal. I know that's a bit of a hot take, but I fully believe that Helter Skelter might be the first heavy metal song. Because it has that sort of bam, bum, bum, and it has, really screamed vocals. Now, I'm not going to call it like straight up metal, but I'm going to say the sort of DNA foundations are really found within that song. You know, you can make the argument that, like, bands like Cream and, Hendrix influenced more heavy metal, but I'm going to say that, because I believe Helter Skelter was made as sort of like a piss take, because The Who made a song, and they refer to it as the heaviest song ever recorded, and the Beatles sort of, in a way, shot this song off to say, no, we are the kings of this. So I don't know if that story is true or not, but you can definitely hear that because I mean there might be some ape out there that's never heard the Beatles. There might be a fish out there in the sea, or there might be, but if you've never heard Helter Skelter, you have to remember, this is from like 1968, Hearing that sort of groove, I'm not gonna make outrageous claims like that too often, but I do believe that there's some proof in the pudding that the Beatles invented a lot of contemporary music that we listen to today.
It's a little harder than that. But one thing they all have in common is an utter...
Some said ignoring Iron Butterfly. True. Slayer actually covered In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida. But I'm saying in the realms of Beatles, in terms of popularity, because while people listen to Iron Butterfly, I think the Beatles made a more of an impact on the splash of music,
Their lack of creativity when creating their band names. And let's just say a dictionary or two were opened up when coming up with some of these names.
Okay.
Let's first start with the lineup from the Milwaukee Metal Fest. Now, some of the headliners that were in bolder, larger print, you may be familiar with.
Okay.
Lamb of God, Anthrax, Machine Head.
All these bands are pretty well known, I would say, but let's keep going.
Suicidal Tendencies, Fear Factory, The Black Dahlia Murder, Corrosion of Conformity.
I feel like Corrosion of Conformity, especially in the 90s, with the whole grunge thing going on. I think, especially with MTV, like I think most people know that band. I mean, some of these are really old bands too. I mean, Lamb of God is the most recent. Well, no, I think the Black Dahlia Murder actually, but they're all different genres and everything. But whatever.
Midnight.
I saw Midnight in Germany. Midnight is one of the most fun bands I've ever seen. Because Midnight has such a fantastical attitude. I'll tell you a story about it. We saw Midnight, and there's a guy throwing a beer can on stage. And instead of acting like a prima donna like Axl Rose from Guns N' Roses, you know what the singer of Midnight does? Goes up to the microphone and goes, throw more beer at us, we suck. So people started shucking beer cans at him, like, more. And on top of that, at the end of the show, I think it was the bass player or the guitarist, which is also the singer, or actually the singer is the bass player too. I think it was the guitarist. He rips off the strings off the guitar and just dives into the crowd. So fantastic. I highly recommend Midnight. Very fun band.
Napalm Death, After the Burial, Obituary.
Should I go into the details of each band mentioned? Because I have such an extensive nerdy knowledge of all this stuff. Yes, you sure? Okay, fine.
Obituary.
That's simple.
Obituary was one of the very first death metal bands.
Simple and to the point.
Now, there's a couple in this list that we actually have horror B movies that share the same title.
Oh, that is one of them probably inspired the other.
Yes.
And a lot of titles are newly created words, compound words that combine some kind of horror-related word with something else, and we'll get to those.
Right.
Dying Fetus.
Okay, Dying Fetus is a band from Maryland. There's a hysterical music video on YouTube you can find where the tour van for Dying Fetus has broken down and they're in the middle of a trash yard. And the Impromptus filmed a music video for it. And at the very end of the video, they show up like a trash compactor or like a trash bin that says metal on it. And the singer goes, "Fucking metal." But the Dying Fetus is like a pretty extreme name, but very, very talented people that play in this band. I mean, all these bands are very, very talented, but but it is a brutal form of death metal that might not be everybody's cup of tea. But yes, I wouldn't call them a Christian band necessarily.
That was my mom's favorite band. Shadows Fall.
I believe Shadows Fall is from Boston, Massachusetts. I think they were formed in mid-90s. And I know that they were kind of early on that modern metalcore sound that is very popular these days. I think some former members in that band went on to play in All That Remains. I'll tell you a funny story about All That Remains. The band had a singer that actually went to jail for trying to murder his wife. And he also has a side project where he sings about Arnold. That's a story, but
Terror.
Are you talking about the hardcore band? Because there is like 15,000 bands with the word terror. I love Mike's face.
Okay, that's pretty standard stuff.
Biohazard.
Biohazard, they're from Brooklyn and all that, and they're not metal. They are a hardcore band. Someone said Resident Evil, Biohazard. Now, if you listen to the Cro-Mags or Agnostic Front, you know Biohazard, but Biohazard introduced like rap into some of their songs. And not that Biohazard is ever rap metal or new metal or anything like that, but I think some of the influences from that sound later mutated into Limp Bizkit and Korn and all those kind of bands. But Biohazard is an alright band, but I would not call them metal. But hey...
Crowbar.
Crowbar invented a subgenre metal called sludge metal. And sludge metal is like this wall of shit coming your way, and it's played at a very, very low tempo. I think they're from New Orleans. Orleans! They were part of a scene that had many other bands playing in it. I know there's another band from New Orleans called Acid Bath. And I think Acid Bath has a album by John Wayne Gacy on it. I wonder how many serial killers is going to come up in this video. I'm not sure, but...
So what do you think of when you think of Crowbar?
I
Beating
think of
someone's head in.
Yeah, I think of a mugging.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
It's definitely a violent act.
Right, not usually car repair.
Yeah, no.
Or a construction.
But, however, when I think of Biohazard, I think of that old Comedy Central show, BattleBots.
I don't intend on pausing on such funny juxtaposition, but it just happens.
Goatwhore.
Goatwhore is an interesting band. They play a multitude of genres. But I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. Goatwhore actually was part of the soundtrack for the Splatterhouse remake on the 360. I think it was also on the PlayStation 3. That whole game had a bunch of metal on it. But yeah, I've listened to Goatwhore. I think actually some members played with Acid Bath. I think I don't remember, but is it worth playing? I didn't play it actually. I did not play it. Goatwhore responded to the video. What did they say? What did they say? That's pretty funny. Goatwhore's guitar player Sammy from Acid Bath. Well, there we go. Small world. Look at that. Meh. The game is good. Splatterhouse is good. They offered to send them t-shirts. That's what I mean, man. That's what I mean. I don't think anybody on the planet is angry over this. I think, generally, with this whole video, I think the bands mentioned in this video is going to get a kick out of it. Because this music is so extreme that it's word of mouth. You know, like, oh, what's that band? I'll check that band out. They sound pretty cool. So I think, if anything, this is just a silly video where, you know, bands are like, oh, they mentioned us, you know. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's bad at all, you know. I would be surprised if some of these bands aren't fans of Red Letter Media themselves. So I don't know.
One of my favorites. But that is a one-word name, Goatwhore.
There's no hyphen?
No.
Okay.
No. Hyphens don't exist in these names.
Now, I'm assuming, based on the fact that you can read these, they're not in the actual, like, album cover death metal font.
No, I printed out a list in English.
Right.
Immolation?
Immolation is a band from Yonkers in New York City. And I used to remember that so well because Yonkers is the most bonkers name for a place ever. If you guys are familiar with the band Mortician, sometimes I would joke about Mortician on the stream, but they're also from Yonkers. But Immolation is great. Immolation is great. I like Immolation. They have an album called Dawn of Possession. They also have an album called Here and After. There's a song out there called Nailed to Gold that I recommend. Maybe I should just like shout out some recommendations, but yeah, Immolation, I think they were formed in like 91. I don't remember. No, I think it's earlier than that. They were really part of an early death metal scene too. Like they're one of the foundations from 1989. Yes, okay.
What's the definition of immolation? Is it?
It's like to punch a bunch of holes in somebody?
No, immolation is being set ablaze. That is the technical term, you know. I think, in fact, you are setting yourself on fire. Or somebody. I don't know the technical term myself, but I do know it involves fire. Immolation is being rendered to ash. That is the technical term, yes.
I think.
Okay. Well, we'll put it up on the screen.
What is the definition of immolation?
There we go.
I don't know right now.
I know it's a violent act.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it has to do with death and or destruction. Then we have Warbinger.
Warbringer. They are a band from California, formed in 2004, I think. I know that the singer John Cavill he's a pretty cool vocalist. Now, actually, Warbringer was part of a thrash metal revival in the mid 2000s. There was a resurgence of thrash that came out of nowhere. There was a couple of bands that started playing in that 80s style, like Havoc and Municipal Waste, which is a pretty funny thing. But yeah, they were part of a sort of like a sort of revival of that whole genre. There's Toxic Holocaust, there's Evil, there's so many bands part of that. But yeah, I know Warbringer pretty well, actually. If you want to listen to a really cool album, check out an album called Woe to the Vanquished. Really kick-ass stuff. So if you're into sort of Slayer-esque sort of music, I highly recommend it. They also put on a recent album too that was not as great as Woe to the Vanquished, but I really enjoyed it.
Like, I don't know. Harbinger?
But yeah, it's like unnecessary, really.
Oh, and then okay, Alleghenian.
That's a Canadian band.
Allegeanian.
They have an album called.
Now a lot of these might be names.
Proponent
of
to
demons.
Sentience, I think.
There's a lot of weird words
from
that
Quebec?
I don't understand.
I was wondering if they're trying to cross like the word alligator with something.
Maybe.
Alligator.
A
Now
legion.
here's a clever one. Misery Index.
That is funny they bring this up because Misery Index has former bandmates from Dying Fetus, in fact. So it's a small world, I guess. I think it was the bass player from Dying Fetus that left in the early 2000s. Now, if you wonder what Misery Index means, this is a very like political band. I don't think that a lot of their focus is on like gore and zombies and death and stuff like that. It's more about like the political society crap. I think it's like a indicator how. I mean, the title of the band means like the unemployment rate to the inflation rate or something. It's very like above my head, but yeah, I don't know.
Do you
So
know?
it's not like on an index. How much are you in the pain from boiling in lava?
The Misery Index is, Rich.
Oh,
No, is it it's a thing?
It's a financial term.
Yeah.
It's a term in like stock market and like finance to mean
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the rate in which people are struggling like financially.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not exactly sure, but I know that it's like
You didn't
the
think we were
Misery
talking
Index
about this
has
on
gone
stream
up
today,
or
would you?
down, and it's related to that, but it breaches that clever boundary.
No, that's a politically minded death metal, Pat.
Okay, yeah.
They are.
Raven.
Okay, Raven. I didn't even know they were touring. This band is from like the mid '70s. Like these guys were part of the new wave of British heavy metal, and I don't need to tell you who Iron Maiden, Motorhead, and Judas Priest are, but they were part of that. They've been at it for a long time. You know, they've been. I think it's like the mid '70s, but they have a lot of fun songs. They have a song called "I Don't Need Your Money, Honey," but these guys go really, really far back. This is not the wrestler from the mid '90s from WCW. No. But these guys are old.
See, I would say like, and I have 12 pages here to go through, but right now I would say the least creative name would mean the least creative music in the band.
Well,
although it is all just
they
screaming and
were
growling
very
and
early, so I
banging on
think
their
they
instruments
have
as fast as they possibly can.
they have
So
a right
I
to
really
call
don't
it that.
know, but a band called,
you know?
like, we got together and we said our band is called Raven.
They're from
I would say,
1974. Yes,
let's
yes.
come up with a better band name.
Metal. I know I think they were trying to avoid cringe, but I think good heavy metal is supposed to be over the top.
and fun.
Okay.
And fun.
Yeah, you need to do a bit better than Raven.
So you like bands like Anal Gate Creeper.
I want to mention that band real quick. They wrote some of the most offensive songs on the planet, but I want to highly recommend because that entire band was like a big shitposty troll. I think they started blurring because the singer eventually got addicted to heroin and like the comedy got sucked out of it. But in the mid 90s, they were known as the most edgy band on the planet. But then they released a album called Picnic of Love. God, I don't even know if I can crop it right. I'm just gonna play you a song from said band. From Picnic of Love. I'm gonna read you these titles. Picnic of Love. I respect your feelings as a woman and a friend. I want to grow old with you. Saving ourselves for marriage. Greed is something we don't need. I'm not that kind of boy. I couldn't afford you buy a present, so I wrote you this song. I'd love to have your daughter's hand in marriage. My woman, my lover, my friend. Waterfall wishes. In my heart, there's a storm named after you. And I'm gonna play you a song, so you know how lovely this is. you know.
Feelings. I respect your gender. I respect your existence. I'll always be tender 'cause I respect your feelings as a woman and a human. With the grace of a dove, I love your heart, mind, and soul. I never think of anything cheap. I love your feelings.
You know, you get the point. So they were taking the piss out of their own fans for expecting even more crazy stuff. So you know, but a lot of that band is the worst ever. So you know, caution.
A little play on Gatekeeper.
I'm thinking about it. I'm mulling it over.
I think that's
okay.
a death metal band
Okay.
from
Now
Phoenix.
these next ones suck. Dark Angel
No, they don't suck. Dark Angel is great, okay? Because one of the greatest metal drummers on the planet, Gene Hoglan, played in it. And Gene Hoglan, small world by the way, is the drummer for Deathclock. He plays all the parts for Pickles. So, you know, that's... but Gene Hoglan is a fantastic drummer. If you want to see some really, really fantastic fills and some real stamina behind it, look up Gene Hoglan on YouTube, and you can find plenty of like DVDs and stuff. A really funny dude too. So you know, but I'm a big fan of Dark Angel. But hey, it's all a matter of subjectivity here.
Revenge.
Oh, Revenge! Revenge is interesting because they play a blackened form of death metal. They really mixed it into one genre called war metal, and war metal has a bunch of bands in it. I think Archgoat and Blasphemy kind of created this genre. But Revenge is interesting because if you guys ever listen to Death Grips, there we go. So MC Riot is a big fan of that band. So here we go.
Vended.
Wait.
Vended is interesting because Vended is a band with the son of Corey Taylor from Slipknot. I have never listened to it, but I know them. So it's sort of a generational, like you know. So you know, I think it's Corey Taylor from Slipknot, and it's his son playing in it. So yeah, there we go.
Wait. Where do these names separate?
Oh, there are three different names.
There's three. Okay.
Dark Angel. Revenge.
No, that's boring. That's boring.
And Vended, which to me
sorry
sounds
for
like
pausing the
someone
video
has
so
just
much.
gotten a bag of chips. I mean, that's vended. You have been vended. You've received your super pretzel and beer at the
Do you want me to just stop pausing in the video and just watch it? Because I feel like I paused too much, and this is getting too long now, and I'm sure you guys are not entertained by my stupid encyclopedic knowledge of this stuff.
Chicago Cubs game.
Maybe that's the you've been vended is like what happens when
I'll
you hit
stop-
like
I'll
the
stop
A2
pausing, I'll
and
stop
then your chips
pausing.
fall, but not all the way. You've been vended.
I hate those vending machines.
The most brutal metal band.
Blood Incantation.
I'm sure a lot of guys are popping for this because Blood Incantation is a very popular band. I'll keep pausing for a couple moments here, but Blood Incantation is a relatively new band, and they play very interesting form of death metal. They incorporate a lot of progressive elements and like sort of ambient stuff. In fact, they put on an album that's like a space ambience album. There's no guitars or anything on it. It's just this space stuff. So they clearly do whatever they want, and they write about aliens and like the history of mankind. It's very interesting. But they play a form of death metal that's very like mystical and atmospheric. If you like that sort of stuff, check out a Finnish band called Demilich, and check out a Canadian band called Gorguts. They play a very similar sort of style, but I'm sure you guys know who Blood Incantation is. It's a pretty good band. Pretty good band. I like them.
Yeah.
Body Snatcher.
I don't think I've ever heard of Body Snatcher, actually. My metal cred is going down the toilet.
Yeah.
The Halo Effect.
I think they are a band from Sweden and Gothenburg. I think the former bandmates of In Flames and like Dark Tranquillity made this band. Yes, so it's an offshoot from an older band that they made their own stuff. I think. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
Jungle Rot.
Jungle Rot is from Wisconsin, actually. And they're an older band too, 91. So a lot of these bands are older. I mean, Blood Incantation is newer, but a pretty good band too.
A Rose Funeral.
I don't know that band.
Poor Betty White.
Macabre.
Oh! Okay, let me tell you about this band. Macabre is a Chicago band from 1985, and they put on a lot of crazy stuff. I was mentioning Serial Killers before. They, funnily enough, made a concept album about Jeffrey Dahmer. I have to show you this. Do you want to hear this album? Here's a song from the album Dahmer from 2000. It's a concept album about him, and this is a song called Jeffrey Dahmer and the Chocolate Factory.
Oompa loompa doopa dee doo. Jeffrey's stirring up some chocolate for you. Oompa loompa doopa dee dee. He worked at the Ambrosia Chocolate Factory. What would you bet Jeffrey guzzled down meat? Eating a bunch of the fellas he'd meet. If Jeff was a cat and men were the rats, what do you think will come of that?
I don't like the look of it.
Oompa loompa doopa dee da. Jeffrey loved eating.
You get it. So that's Dahmer, which is funny because Jeffrey Dahmer is from the same place as Red Letter Media. So they probably get a kick out of that. They probably get a kick out of that. I don't know.
Although half of their fans would pronounce it macabre. Dead to Fall.
I think they are a metalcore band. Don't quote me on that.
Dead to T-O. Fall. Not fall to death. Dead to fall.
So two O's.
No, 1 O.
1 O. Okay.
As in
Okay.
transitory. Dead to fall.
I don't know that band so well.
I mean, I guess they want to specify that, like, they didn't just trip. They fell over because they died.
Sure. MRSA.
I think they're a crossover thrash band.
Clearly that stands for something. It's an acronym of
What is
some
it?
kind.
What is it?
MRSA. Is that a disease? MRSA?
MRSA?
Yes.
I think it's
yes.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this band is a catchy name. Angelus Apatrida.
That is a Spanish thrash metal band. And I want to say they're part of that new resurgence of thrash metal happened in the mid-2000s, but they put out a couple of really cool albums. If you're wondering what it means means like fallen angels, but it's in Spanish, so it probably throws a lot of people off, but yeah. Somebody chat says, Spain mentioned, you know.
Like angel hole? Like angel aperture? What is...
Apatrida. Angel.
No, no. It's not Spanish. It's Latin, actually. I just know that this band is from Spain, and my Espanol is caca. So, you know, but I do know that many years ago, I listened to this stuff. I'm like, what does that mean? It's such a weird title. But I might be wrong about the title. It might not mean like fallen angels, but I think so.
It's Apatrida.
I'm going to say, I think angel hole would be a half-decent metal
Maybe they're
name.
trying a fancy way of saying like a hole in an angel, like they shot it with a gun. Deeds of Flesh.
Okay, I know this band. They're from, I think, California. But they play brutal death metal, which is even a heavier form of death metal. So that definitely might not be everybody's cup of tea. But my favorite album of theirs is called Reduced to Ash, I think the album is called. I haven't listened to them enough to really say that I really like them or not. But sometimes you just want to listen to some really gory metal, and I think that'll that'll satisfy the urge.
That one I'm okay
Kinda
with.
cool. I'm not gonna lie.
We're deeds of flesh. We're from Sweden.
No, California, but yeah, go on. Mm. No. No.
Deeds of flesh. We are from Sweden, yeah.
Somebody in chat said, "You like this?"
With your ticket stub, you get 50% off purchases at IKEA.
What? you know what? This one goes out to Mike. Mike has a great voice for death metal, and you know what? There is something that I think would. I mean, I know this isn't Mike's cup of tea, but here's what I'm gonna recommend for Mike because he's got sick vocals. Because I know he likes death metal. Well, I mean Star Trek. There is a band that plays Klingon death metal. They're called Sto-vo-kor, right? They're from Portland, Oregon, and all of their songs is written in Klingon or Klingonese, if you go by the old outdated terminology. But they have, I think they played a bunch of shows at Star Trek conventions. I'll give you a better look at these guys, but here's a band. Yeah, here they are. Yes, that's Sto-vo-kor. So if you enjoy the sound of Kapla metal, go ahead. Why not? Star Trek metal. I think Mike should listen to Sto-vo-kor. Why not?
Mike, you're doing it wrong. I can understand what you're saying.
I don't think there's a career for Rich, though. No honor.
Imperial Triumphant.
I think I know this band. I think I know this band. Aren't they from like New York and they play like experimental proggy stuff? Like they play kind of jazzy stuff. I think they have an album called Spirit of Ecstasy. I checked it out a while ago. It might not be my cup of tea, but name 3 songs. Well, at least I knew maybe their album. I might have confused that, but I don't know. Also, Joel doesn't know 4 metal bands so far.
No.
Why not?
After Broken Hope. Suck.
Broken Hope is interesting because Broken Hope, everybody, they're from Illinois, and they were formed in late 80s. But here's an interesting little bit of trivia. They were the first death metal band that recorded an album completely digitally. Like everything before that was like 8-track analog, but they were the first band in the world to like do it all digitally in a digital audio workstation. So they broke some sort of record there. But I don't know. But check out an album called Swamped in Gore from Broken Hope. I mean, if you want to talk really guttural death metal, let's see if I can find this real quick. Here we go. Swamped in Gore. And here is the title track, Swamped in Gore. And if you want to talk low guttural vocals, this guy sounds because he's throwing up his lungs. Love it.
Broken Hope.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of boring.
Aftermath.
That's a thrash metal band from the same state, I think. Older band too. Eyes of Tomorrow from mid-90s, I think. I think I'm right.
Malignancy.
Oh, what? No. I was talking about Aftermath. Malignancy I think is all. They're a death metal band, and they are also from Yonkers. A lot of bands are from Yonkers in New York, by the way. I guess if you're gonna play crazy music, you come from Yonkers because it's bonkers.
It's pretty bad. Fuming Mouth.
Never heard of this band. Never heard of this mouth. I'm not sure. Fuming Mouth.
Which reminds me, Mike, I'm so sorry. I forgot to brush my teeth this morning.
You know, there's a band called Death Breath. Is that Rich's favorite band?
This morning, Pissing Razors.
Groove metal band from Texas. I know that. Sounds like Pantera. And if you don't know who Pantera is, if there's any hockey fans right now, I want to remind you that the Dallas Stars, the hockey team, their like goal music is written by Pantera. Story about that. Vinnie Paul, who passed away a couple years ago, he basically contacted the Dallas Stars and was like, "Hey, here's a CD of music we wrote for you. You might enjoy it, you might not." He gave the CD to like one of the dudes, and they played it in the locker room like, "This is great." And in that night, they scored against whoever they played against, and ever since then they use it. It goes Dallas Stars, Dallas Star. Pantera was also on the SpongeBob SquarePants show, and they were also featured in this Sonic 2 movie when Dr. Robotnik is walking around the robot. The Death Egg robot, they started playing Pantera, so Pantera's got a lot of mainstream weirdness, I guess. But yeah, that's a little weird trivia for you.
Burial disease related band.
Now, that'd have been so much more hardcore if they said razor blades, because now I'm
Doom-
picturing somebody
Doom used
pissing
a bunch
like
of Pantera
entire
songs, too.
safety razors, which is funnier, but it's not as hardcore.
They just shoot them out. Pissing razor blade would be more difficult to get out of your urethra.
I think Pissing Razor is a reference to like having a bladder stone, whatever you call it.
I think that's
kidney
the
stone,
point,
kidney
yes.
stone.
But Pissing Razors is just a simpler name.
Yeah.
Death by Wednesday.
I think they're an old heavy metal band, aren't they? Or they might be a metalcore band. They sound like it.
I'm sorry. Dead by Wednesday.
Adam's Family rocks.
But which Wednesday?
Wednesday Adams.
No, it could be any Wednesday in the future.
Somebody
And
asked, you
literally,
asking us?
Unless you died on a Wednesday, everyone's dead by Wednesday.
I guess.
Thrown into exile.
That's a metalcore band
Ingrown.
from LA. I don't know that band.
Now that makes me think of Toenails.
Which is not spooky.
I don't know that band. I don't know that. But I guess the death metal.
Phobophilic.
Don't know that band, but I think that is a reference to a Cryptopsy band. And Cryptopsy is a Canadian band. And on the 94 album None So Vile, there's a song called that. So they might be making a reference to that. And it's the term is someone who is like turned on by fear. So if you like spooky games and you have like a flashlight attached, go on. Why not? Knock yourself out.
What's a phobophile?
Well, you
Jay,
explained
Afraid
it.
of fear?
Nope.
Phobos is
No, wait, no. Love of fear. Fear love.
love of fear.
Yes.
What's a phobophilic, Jay?
Jay,
I'm learning
Jay
lots of
would
stuff
know.
from this death
Jay
metal-
would know.
metal compilation.
The Greek god of fear and panic.
Okay. So
Okay.
Afraid of fear? A fear
No,
of fear?
Phila is love.
Oh, Philip.
Someone in the chat says, Joel doesn't remember what he ate yesterday, but he remembers a bunch of full discography of a band that was formed 40 years ago and has 2 active fans. Yeah, I'm one of them.
Philic is love. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. That's
So it's
right.
fear lover.
Okay. Okay. So they probably have some good songs.
They put some thought into that name. It's a little bit clever.
Mike Weber. Micawber.
Don't know this band. They sound like they're death metal.
Mike
but,
Weber.
Impaler. Nice and simple.
Impaler is from Minnesota. And they're not metal at all, I think. They're part of that like Alice Cooper Kiss thing. They like that shock rock thing. They're an old band, like late 70s, I think. But they do the whole Dracula shtick. I think there might be I think there's a thrash metal band too called Impaler. In fact, here's a little trivia for you. Did you know that Kirk Hammett's band before Metallica was Exodus? And on an early demo on Exodus, there's a song called Impaler, and that riff was later recycled into Metallica on an album called Trapped, on a song called Trapped Under Ice. So there's a little bit of trivia for you. So recycled riffs, why not?
And here's a real great one: Casket Robbery.
It's brutal death metal from Wisconsin.
A funeral home director's worst nightmare come true in band form.
You're supposed to rob the
bands from
grave,
Wisconsin,
'cause then you
actually,
get the valuables that are on the corpse. You don't take the casket before they put the corpse in it. That's not how that works.
Actually, I think I may be wrong. Somebody in chat is correcting me saying, don't you mean the Creeping Death breakdown riff? Let's compare these two. Impaler was re-recorded on Temple of the Damned. I'm gonna hear, this is a 2004 album that is a re-recording of a demo. Let's see if you notice the similarity. Hang on. Do you notice that? And then... I was right! I was right! I was right, maybe. Maybe I was.
And caskets can be expensive. So they take the casket, they dump out the body and all the contents, and they resell the caskets.
Somebody
at a
said, Joel, they're going to
discounted
quiz us
price
on this on the end of the video. Maybe.
At an underground funeral home.
Just a funeral home using the same casket over and over again. God damn it, Mike,
Yeah.
you're onto something.
That's a good idea, huh?
That's a scam.
Yeah.
That's quality.
Okay, let me just tell you something funny. I'm going to tell you something that we were once accused of plagiarism in Site Lord. You have this riff, you know. Bloodshed at Dawn. And the problem with that is, you write a great riff and you're like, did anybody else write that? Probably not. And then you realize, oh my god, fuck it. So, but, you know, it's just in your brain. So, I don't know.
Scam.
They're there when the body gets buried, and then they just like exhume it and dump it out and reuse the casket. Because those things, it's 5-10 grand plus.
That's right up there with that. Wasn't there a crematorium where they just didn't bother?
That's another band,
cremating
actually.
the bodies? They
Yes.
just started
That's
throwing
actually
them in
another
the
band
swamp.
from Sweden, I think.
But they still charged people for the cremation.
Yep. There's a lot of shady characters out there, Rich. Gates to Hell.
Don't know
I
that
thought you were
band.
gonna say Gates McFadden.
Her in a Swedish death metal band would be pretty cool. Okay,
not?
next one is called Violence.
Okay, let me tell you about Violence for a second. Okay, I was talking about the birth of thrash metal. In 1985, these guys formed in the same San Francisco Bay Area with Exodus and Metallica and stuff like that. I think Death Angel, not confused with Dark Angel, came from the same scene. But later, they mentioned a band earlier called Machine Head, and the guitarist from Violence later created Machine Head. But Violence is a really cool band. The singer is out of control, and the lyrics is fantastic. There's a song called let me see if I can find it real quick. I know that the style of the singer is very much more punk rather than thrash metal, but there's a lyric on here that makes me laugh every time. What kind of maniac writes this? I cursed the devil, then I watched him die.
I cursed the devil, then watched him die!
What does that mean? What does that mean?
VIO with a hyphen, Lents.
But I will say this about Violence. I really like Violence a lot. I think they actually reformed, but they reformed a couple of times. There's another band called Testament, which is not a Christian metal band, by the way. There's actually a Simpsons gag where they talk about Testament, and it is not about that. They were making a joke about a Christian band, but Testament is not a Christian band. But Testament, the singer Chuck Billy had cancer in the early 2000s, and they organized an event called Thrash, not the Thrash of the Titans. That was a different thing, I think. No, I'm thinking of the Big Four that actually had Alice in Chains on that set list. Whatever. But I think in 2001, Chuck Billy got cancer. So all these old 80s thrash metal bands got together for a benefit concert for Chuck Billy. Violence was part of it, bunch of bands. And they made enough money to help out Chuck Billy. So today, that reunion concert that they did, you know, it's one of the reasons why Testament can continue. But yeah, I like Violence a lot. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but I like them. I like them.
Oh, just missed the mark. I thought it was going to be Vile, V-I-L-E.
Violence, yeah.
And that would have been fun. That would have been clever.
Now give me your take on the next one. Squid Hammer.
That's a band from
Always one
Wisconsin.
word.
That seems like a
They have a song
terrible
called
hammer.
Rock the Fuck
I'm
On.
gonna be honest with you. I'm just hit that with a nail and it's gonna slomp's gonna fly everywhere. No,
I'm not hammering a squid.
no. I'm thinking using a squid as a hammer. It's one word, Mike. It's a proper word.
is
What is that
Noun.
song about? I guess Rockin' the Fuck On.
So that was the lineup for the Milwaukee Metal Fest.
Where the f*** is Guar?
Guar, but that's totally wrong genre.
No, it's not. Gwar has played a ton of genres. Gwar is just a funny band. If you don't know what Gwar is a band that half of the fun is just seeing the concert themselves, because like they spray the audience with like fake cum and blood, and they have like actors, like fake impersonator of actors being killed on stage. And they're just a comedy band. They're just, you know, someone said, quote unquote fake. Yeah. But War's just a bunch of fun. But they played a lot of genres. They played punk and thrash metal and stuff like that. And the guy on the left you see here is Dave Brocky, was his name, yes. And he passed away, I think, like about 9 years ago or whatever. But they have actually, because everybody on stage wears outfits. I'll show you a picture of it. Gwar. It's not the. This used to be the lineup, but yeah, this was Gwar, and as you can see, they're just funny. You know, they write songs about. Like there's a song called Lixor, and it's about a grandma dying, and the kitty cat's eating her up. And they wrote a song about like a giant crack egg once, like, you know. So Gwar's just a funny band.
You know how I know about Guar?
Tell me, Rich.
They were on the Jerry Springer show.
Which is funny because Gwar, I've seen this clip. Somebody in the audience asks, like, how can you live yourself writing these awful lyrics? And, you know, Dave Brocky here, he goes, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. And the audience laughs. And I think that clicks and like, okay, they're not being serious at all. So look that clip up. Do you guys remember Lordi? Lordi, the Finnish band that won the Eurovision Song Contest in 2006. Lordi was accused of plagiarizing Gwar. But, you know, using costumes and all that fun stuff in heavy metal, that's nothing new.
What? I don't know.
Now we're into additional names. So that was the whole lineup for the Milwaukee Metal Fest that went over 3 days.
I've been
So you just
pausing
went above
and
and beyond.
I've been dragging
I
this
looked
out.
at more
I
names.
apologize for that.
Okay.
And these are names that I pulled out of lists of hundreds of thousands.
Okay.
Abated Mass of Flesh.
That's a brutal death metal man from Tennessee.
I play in the band called Abated Mass of Flesh. It's got a catchy ring to it. Abscess.
That is a band with one of the originators of death metal, the band Death. People claim that, you know, Possessed invented death metal, or Death did. Death, the drummer from Death on the first album, Scream Bloody Gore, Chris Reifert, later created Autopsy. And Autopsy has a wonderful album called Severed Survival, which is a song about a guy that goes to an island and is deserted, so he has to eat himself to survive, which is hysterical. But yes, but yeah, he played an Autopsy too, and I think Abscess was an offshoot of Autopsy.
Anvil of Doom.
don't know that band.
You know what? That one's so generic, it's fun.
This is all one word, ass suck.
That's a grindcore band from Florida, and it has members of Mystery Index, in fact.
C-U-C-K. Behold, ...
The Octopus. Okay, Behold the Octopus is one of the funniest bands you will ever see. I'm gonna play you a clip of Behold the Octopus. I think these guys were just joking around, but they're very talented musicians. But they were in a magazine of Guitar World, I think, and they play incredibly like proggy sort of instrumental, like shreddy death metal. The problem is they got the absolute worst presentation of all time. I'm sure you've seen this clip online, but it's one of the funniest things you will ever see because they come across as the biggest nerds on the planet.
Hi, I'm Colin.
And I'm Mike.
We're from Behold the Octopus, and we're going to play Alka Holocaust from Nanonucleonic Cyborg Summoning.
Okay, at that point it's like, okay, what?
1, 2, 3, 4.
You have to hear this like sustained note from the guitarist. It's wonderful. See, the problem is when you listen to this with drums, it makes sense, but they just have the worst amps in this clip. Oh god, it's so atonal and chromatic. Here comes 1, 2, 3, 4. And this goes on for about 40 minutes. It sounds like Shreddy Primus, doesn't it? But they were just given a really bad video. Here's what the song actually sounds like. So they're talented musicians, but yeah, very nerdy, very nerdy. I think it's from New York, actually.
There's not an exclamation point, which it's just disappointing.
They put dots in there?
Yeah, there's ellipses. Behold, the octopus. Brain drill.
Okay, brain drill. If you want to talk about like shredding for no reason, Brain Drill was accused like in the mid 2000s like this is really soulless music because it's nothing but shred solos and like sweep picking and blast beats, and it's just like who cares, but I kind of like they've disbanded since then, but they have an album called Boundless Obscenity, which I like, but a lot of Brain Drill's music is just it's too much even for me. I'll give you an example. Like it's just a bunch of this. It sounds like Flight of the Bumblebee, except with growls, you know. But I appreciate a band saying, "Fuck it, let's make the most complex music ever," and you know. But Brain Drill's okay.
Are they in Milwaukee? Are they? I mean, they weren't at the Milwaukee Metal Fest, but are they in Milwaukee? It's a Jeffrey Dahmer thing.
That's really funny.
Brain Drill is from.
The next one is called Cannibal Corpse.
Okay. Cannibal Corpse. Everybody knows Cannibal Corpse. Like your grandma knows about Cannibal Corpse. You know why? Because they were in Ace Ventura. Everybody knows about Cannibal Corpse. They're from Buffalo, New York. And all I can say is, yeah, everybody knows Cannibal Corpse, you know. But I'll say this: if you think these guys are like psychopaths, they're not. I'm gonna show you. Do you guys want to see the clip from Ace Ventura? Ace Ventura, Cannibal Corpse. Here we go. Actually, Jim Carrey is a big fan of Cannibal Corpse, in fact. I don't know how much he listens to Cannibal Corpse nowadays, but at one point he was on a talk show and he was talking about, oh, I love death metal. You know, I love thrash and death metal. It's actually a pretty funny clip. I'm sorry I've talked so much about this, but here we go.
The spiders out of there? Alrighty then.
Righty then.
I think Uncle Fester is looking for you.
Adam Samley.
Oh boy.
Is that the Undertaker? That's Chris Barnes, the singer. Fun fact, a little anecdotal thing. Chris Barnes is the original singer of Cannibal Corpse. George Fisher took over in the mid-90s after him, but I'll tell you a funny story. One of the mods in chat had a beef with Chris Barnes. Basically, Chris Barnes nowadays is in a band called 6 Feet Under, and they made a bunch of TNT AC/DC covers, and it sounds awful. And Anthro had a Twitter beef with them, where Chris Barnes went out and saying, if you guys were born after this date and you weren't around for the original death metal scene, go fuck yourself. And then Anthro responded with, funny coming from the guy who made like 16 AC/DC albums that sound like shit. And Anthro was then blocked, and Chris Barnes had a angry fit all day on Twitter and started blocking people. So I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. I wonder how many people saw this for the first time. It's like, what is this music? What is this band? Why not? It's great, isn't it? The flop! Why not? I love watching videos in like 14p. You know. I'm sorry, this got really sidetracked. Let's keep watching.
It might be one of the most
We're almost
famous
done with the video.
Black metal, heavy metal, death metal bands, Cannibal Corpse. And Jay, I wanted to mention something. You had posted that clip of the Actors Roundtable with Jeff Bridges and Evan Peters was talking about Dahmer and how he prepared for the role and all this stuff. And I had it's interesting because I had some Dahmer stuff to bring up.
Which I mentioned with Macabre. Check out that Jeffrey Dahmer album. Why not?
The street from the Ambassador Hotel, where Jeffrey Dahmer.
You know, I just noticed something in this video right here.
And Evan Peters was talking about Dahmer and how he prepared for the role and all this stuff. And I had some, it's interesting because I had some Dahmer stuff to bring up.
Here. There's a band here playing called Necrogoblicon. And Necrogoblicon is this band. I'm just gonna show you a picture of them. Okay. So this is a band that plays goblin music. If anything, I think Jay would get a kick out of this. But yeah, that's funny. We're talking about metal, and you know, these guys come up. So why not? Why not?
Rave Eagles Club is across the street from the Ambassador Hotel. where Jeffrey Dahmer committed his very first
Didn't these
murder.
guys like play with
And Jay,
gore too? I think they're in the same sort
we did a
of
review of
osmosis
Dahmer
of fun
on
stuff.
Netflix, and it was called, what was it called? Dahmer?
It had some awkward title. It was like Dahmer :
Monster?
dash something.
I didn't see the show, by the way.
I didn't think of this when we filmed that, but I thought of it
I didn't see
later.
the show.
And I thought of a better title for the Dahmer miniseries. Nobody Loves Me.
Damn.
Okay.
Do you get it?
I get it. I
He
get
understands the funny.
it. He didn't want anyone to leave him. He wanted the corpses that would stay around. I get it.
Nobody Loves Me.
You couldn't use that because it was already trademarked by death metal.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. Disembowelment.
Australian Death Doom band.
Devourment.
That is an American death metal band from Dallas, Texas.
Mint.
Okay.
The actor.
I
have
thought
a
that was a
album called
reference
Unleash
to
the
the death metal
Carnivore.
style of singing, devolvement.
Disharmonic Orchestra.
They are from Australia, I think.
Disharmonic Orchestra.
I think
Cute.
they play
That's
like.
cute is what that is. And I
I
don't,
don't
know,
think they
I don't
play.
know that death metal should be cute.
I think they play
like.
symphonic death metal. I think.
General Surgery.
Swedish band. Swedish band. Swedish
any
band. They try to emulate a lot of what Carcass did, and as a side note, by the way, I was mentioning Heartwork a lot earlier, and essentially, there's a little funny clip regarding this, because the F-Zero X soundtrack uses a lot of metal inspiration, obviously, because it's a very heavy metal kind of game. But they stole a riff. They stole a riff. Check this out. There's an even funnier version of this plagiarizing stuff, because, you know, somebody mentioned that Black Sabbath invented everything and everything's just recycled, inverted, or slowed down, or faster, or whatever. But my favorite thing is Mario Land. This is one of my favorite videos of all time, and it's Super Mario Land. And it turns out, we did some extensive research on this a couple of streams ago, and it turns out that Iced Earth ripped off the Game Boy game known as Super Mario Land. I mean, I'm talking note for note. Unless this is some sort of song that I'm unfamiliar with. Listen to this. Listen to this. I mean, it goes beyond, and then this part. But what do I know?
Surgery, it doesn't matter.
Or it's a general,
Sorry, I got sidetracked again.
and he's like a psychopath. General Surgery. Maybe their album.
It's been a
cover
very,
is
very
just like
boring video
like
for
a
me.
guy in a
I think
general's
this video is
uniform with like a-
hysterical, but
like
it's been
this
very
kind of
boring
face.
for me.
It's gonna be.
Because I say nothing
I'm
of value. I'm just like,
go
hey,
out
here's
on
this band,
stage.
here's that
I'm
band.
gonna call it
you
right
know.
now on stage. Doctor's
Sidetracked.
uniform, but a soldier's helmet.
Okay, okay, I like it. I think you're too creative. I think they're just gonna wear black T-shirts. Glass Casket.
Don't know that band.
Rotting
Don't know.
Christ.
Ron Christ
They are
is from
not a Christian.
They're
Greece. They're black
I'm
metal.
gonna go call that. I'm gonna make that judgment. call.
Fun fact. I'm not sure if you guys know this, but Dave Mustaine is a born-again Christian, and he was playing a metal show, and Rotting Christ was on that billing, and he basically said that band cannot play with us. No. So yeah.
Rotting Christ. I think that means like Christ did not rise from the dead. She's just a corpse. Gorefest.
There's a band from Netherlands. Gore Rotted is from Britain.
Like a trilogy.
I hit the G's.
Did Gorefest like break up, split apart? They started 2 other bands.
Maybe. Well, there's Gore Guts.
Oh, that's from. I've
the
mentioned
next
Gore Guts
band.
before. They're from
Gory
Canada,
Blister.
Quebec.
Ouch.
They're an Italian band, I think.
Mortuary Drape.
That's an old Italian band.
really
They play
into the details.
black and death metal. I know that.
Ghost Brigade.
Finnish melodic death
is
metal
that
band.
your favorite, Mike?
That's kind of my favorite. Yeah. Here's another one.
Zach Bagpipes.
Is that his band name?
Yeah, Zach Bagpipes.
His alter ego is Zach Bagpipes in the Ghost Brigade. I'm just going to show you this because this is
You're just going to show me this.
Well, so you can read it.
Okay.
And we're going to put the text on the screen. But this one also has an ellipses. Number 19.
Oh, God.
Can you... a lot of these bands are from like the 90s.
I think that's
and this
like
kind of was
black metal,
like
I
a
think.
thing.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, like, if bands that are formed or forming in the age of the internet are using the Google. Damn it!
All the good ones are taken.
Check mortuary table.
We have to go with Gore Guts. All of the good ones have been taken.
Gutworm.
English band.
Cancer.
English band too.
Gorgoroth.
Black metal band. Black metal band. Black metal
Sounds like
band.
a creature from a movie. I like it.
There's a hilarious clip of the Gal, which is the singer for Gorgoroth, and this is one of the funniest interviews I've ever seen, because the interviewer is asking him, "Hey, what's your like inspiration for like creating all this dark music and all the themes and stuff?" And Gal is sitting there with a glass of wine like Dracula. And I'll show you a clip of this. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. I mean, talk about taking yourself seriously.
You telling us what is the primary ideology or primary ideas that fuel Gorgoroth's music?
Sit on it. Think about it. Think about the words. Stroke the wine.
Satan.
Satan. Okay.
I mean, I was gonna say that sounds like a Lord of the Rings creature.
Wait,
It is a mountainous area in Morgoth in Lord of the Rings. A lot of black metal dudes were influenced by Lord of the Rings and Tolkien's
it
writing.
has a Gorgon from mythical stuff. Like cattle decapitation.
American death metal band from California.
That's a little UFO.
I will say this, Cattle Decapitation has a really crazy singer because he like, I don't think he invented this style, but Cattle Decapitation, the singer puts his like tongue in the side of his cheek. And when he's singing, he sounds like a complete fucking goblin. Hang on, if I can find the song. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? See if I can find this. It's really like interesting, but like what the fuck? Is it this song? Like what in the fuck is this noise? Somebody said it. Christ, what a racket.
Whole thing going on there, maybe?
I'm assuming there was already a cattle mutilation.
Well, it's not on my list. Let me look. It's not. This next one, highly uncreative. Cemetery.
Swedish band.
Just that?
That's
Classic
it.
Swedish
Just
death
that.
metal
The
band.
next one, highly creative. And I don't know anything about this band.
Oh.
And I really want to look it up because they could have a little twist of humor to them. And if they don't, it's even better.
Okay.
The County Medical Examiners.
They are a Carcass clone. I showed you guys Carcass early, but they're more like early Carcass. And these guys
Death
refuse to do
Breath.
live shows. Oh, Death Breath!
Once
Holy
again,
fuck, I was mentioning fucking Rich's Death Breath earlier. Okay, Death Breath is also a Swedish death metal band. In fact, here's a little interesting trivia for you. So, Death Breath is sort of like a one-off project where they play in an intentional retro style, right? And here's a very interesting sort of connection with all these things. So, Nicky Andersson, he used to play in one of the original Swedish death metal bands, Entombed. He plays in the Helicopters now, which is not a metal band, but there's a really fun clip from the Helicopters, which is a really funny title, but I'm sure you've seen this as an old clip on YouTube, but here you go. The Helicopters drummer is playing on a ice drum kit. A drum kit entirely made in ice. You'll see what I mean. You get the point, Phil.
Sorry, I did not brush my teeth this
all
morning,
right.
Mike.
Death Organ.
Orgasm.
Don't know about that band.
Or David Carradine.
Decrepit Birth.
I want to talk about this band real quick. I know Decrepit Birth. Now, a lot of punk bands, they will say like, oh, you know, I hate society and I wish we could all live on rice and stuff. Let me tell you about Decrepit Birth real quick. This is Bill Robinson. This is a death metal band, by the way. This is Bill Robinson, and for 20 years this guy has been homeless intentionally, because like he hates technology and stuff. But for 20 years he's been living off the land and growing his own weed to survive. This guy's punk as fuck. Like he doesn't want to be part of like the world, so he's like eats plants and stuff. I don't know, but yeah, he goes into the studio and plays death metal, you know, straight up, committed to the bit, I guess. Yes.
Funeral Mist.
Swedish black metal band.
Regurgitate.
Swedish
Rib
band,
Spreader.
grindcore, death metal from
One word. I like
Sweden,
that.
moved to Florida, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It paints a nice picture in your head, doesn't it?
I
Rib
think, I
spreader.
think that's an actual thing for like open heart surgery too.
Oh, okay. Like a device?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Mental Horror.
I think they're a Brazilian band.
Like H or WH?
Oh, H.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's boring.
I like this next one. Molotov Solution.
I think they're a deathcore band from Nevada.
That's almost a pun.
I think
exactly.
yes.
Yeah.
And
The
that's the same
solution
thing.
in the bottle, or
Or-
the Molotov cocktail is the solution to the
Yes,
problem.
I think they mean it as the Molotov cocktail is the solution to the
Yes.
problem. Pest.
I think they're a black metal band from Finland.
Morgion. Septic Flesh.
okay, now-
Severe Torture.
Calm down. Septic Flesh is a Greek death metal band from Athens, and they play black metal with like orchestra and stuff like that. So if that's your thing, you know. And Severe Torture, as Rich is experiencing right now. I think they're from the Netherlands, and they sound a lot like Cannibal Corpse. You know.
Terror 2000.
Here's a funny story about Terror 2000. They're a Swedish thrash metal band. But if you're wondering about the title, I don't think it has nothing to do with date. Here's something funny. There's also another band with a similar title. They're called Nirvana 2002. Like, what the fuck do you mean, Nirvana 2002? So here's the story of Nirvana 2002. Okay? They started off as Prophet 2002, and these guys were like formed in 1980 something, right? So they're called Prophet 2000. I don't know what it meant, right? But after being named Prophet 2002, they're like, that's a bad title. Let's change our name to Nirvana. And then a band from Seattle comes along, and it's called Nirvana. And they're like, fuck it. Wait a minute. 2002 really worked. Let's slap that on. Nirvana 2002. I know Nirvana is a Buddhist concept, by the way. I need to put it out, okay?
Grave worm. Piss.
Why not?
Grave.
Why not?
Now the next band is called Trap Them!
Which I think is a reference to a horror movie.
Exclamation mark.
Is that a Ghostbusters metal band?
Trap Them! Pig Destroyer.
Pig Destroyer is an interesting band, but they have a fucking weird song. They have a album called Prowler in the Yard, and it has Microsoft Sam narrating a horror story, and it's disturbing as fuck. Let me play you it. Is it this one? No, it's not that one. Is it this one?
Jennifer wrestled her no one, a black woman in a fur coat, Vanilla Ice, his left hand stuffed crassly down the front of his pants. No.
What in the fuck?
Also known as a farmer. Pungent Stench.
They are an Australian band, and they are as funny as you think the title is. They do a lot of like black comedy stuff. Like I want to say they're like gore, but they're like haha. Someone said gamer band.
Vile.
They are a Californian brutal death metal band. I know that. They have an album called Depopulate. So if that's your jam, maybe I don't know.
And I'm sorry to say, did not save the best for last. Vomitory.
I met the drummer from Vomitory. In fact, I was in Linköping in southern Sweden with one of the mods, Pat, and we were outside, and the drummer shows up, and we're just standing there having a conversation, like, huh? But the funny thing, he was so humble about it. We're talking a little bit. It's like talking about bands and whatever, and he's like, you know, and we ask him, he got a band or something? You look like a drummer. It's like, yeah, I got a band. Yeah, we played some stuff. I'm like, what are you guys called? Well, you know, I play for a band called Vomitory. I'm like, what the fuck? So, but he presented us like, yeah, we made a couple songs. It's crazy. It was crazy. But yeah. How does one look like a drummer? Big beard, huge, and very humble, I guess. But yes.
Why did you put that one last?
Because it was V. There were no good X, Y's, or Z's.
They gotta be alphabetical.
I mean, I tried to mix them up a little, but I got kind of lazy.
Wait, it ends in V? There's no like zombie apocalypse or
you know, the Z's and the X's.
Zone of Hate.
Make that band. That sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. Rich, do it. Form a band with Mike. Oh, no. No, you know what they should do? Rich and Mike forms a band together, and they should name it after the Romulan zone, the neutral zone. I'm telling there's a concept here to be had, because there's Stovacor, the Klingon death metal band. Make it happen. Why not?
There you go. Start it up. Go get yourself a guitar and a black t-shirt.
That's what I'm saying.
Vomitory, again, a good compound word. Vomit and probably any kind of purgatory.
How about vomiteria?
Why not?
Yes. Like yes, vomiteria. That has a nice ring to it.
Vomiteria.
Yeah.
I mean, you're mixing cafeteria and vomit.
Can I get a career just coming up with death metal band names? AI can probably do that now.
In about 6 months, AI could make this whole video.
Actually, my AI already made this entire video. I'm at home doing my taxes right now.
You're just a computer-generated Rich.
Yeah.
Our voices and our thoughts are all generated by an AI. Yeah. Yeah. Where's Mike?
Right there. Maybe.
I killed him.
Oh.
Good.
By I mean the AI Rich, not the real one. We're taking over.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Did you get the nuke codes?
Oh, yeah, that's
They've infiltrated.
Yeah.
When do we launch?
Any moment we want.
Any moment?
Yeah.
If we can launch nukes at any moment, why are we talking about death metal bands?
Because the AI input,
Well, there's a lot of nuclear death metal albums.
Goodbye.
Thanks for watching, idiots.
You've got mail.
And there we go. That's that video. Okay, so final thoughts about this. It was just Mike and Rich having a little bit of fun with some of the various random death metal bands and stuff like that. Now, what do I think about this? I think it was just a silly video about someone that doesn't necessarily know this kind of music and just thinking, wow, this is really wacky. So I think it's just a fun video, and I think a lot of the bands mentioned in this video, I think you got a lot of big kick out of being mentioned and like, oh, that's awesome, we got some free promotion, and I think everybody likes Red Letter Media, so it's just a fun video, and I I think it's great. I think that's a Def Leppard font, which is very funny. Check the comments on the video. Okay, sure. Hang on. Red Letter Media. I had to download this so I get like the best bitrate possible. But here we go. Here's the comment from one of them. My dear friends, I do know in fact that the Netherlands is not a Nordic country. I was going to say Norway, but for some reason Netherlands fell out. Many of my bands from the list are from the Netherlands, and it was on my little mind. Please forgive me, Rich Evans. Okay, and okay. Well, I think all the comments are enthusiastic and just happy. This is a really fun video. This is a really fun video, and I if anything, my own insight into this. I mean, this went on for a very long time, and I just gave my sort of experience with some of these bands. I didn't know all of them, but hopefully what I gave you entertained you. But it's a really fun video about Red Letter Media, and as a death metal enthusiast, this was really fun to see Mike and Rich talk about a subject matter that is like an extensive bit of knowledge for me, at least. But yeah, this was really fun. This was really fun. I was gonna say Zag Bagpipes, but yeah, I like Red Letter Media, and I hope they do more of these like least viewed ever episodes. I think if anything that could be very fun for Red Letter Media to explore is wrestling. Just the various wrestling gimmicks over the years. Like, how can you not? Where is he? Yeah, why not? I'd love to see them take a crack at the Yeti or the Yeti, And of course, everybody knows him. The Shockmaster. So, and of course, my favorite, Randy Hogan. So yes, but that was a pretty fun video. I would say if you got any band recommendations or whatever, yeah, sure, why not? It's an open forum of this fun little niche subgenre of music. So maybe Mike and Rich will check out some of these bands out of curiosity, and maybe it'll spark some sort of interest. But yeah, why not? But yeah. Final thoughts about this. I think my analogies was from before that death metal and black metal, if anything, it's like Star Trek and Star Wars. Okay, so you know, hey, go listen to metal. You'll probably have a good time, or if not, hey, at least you checked it out, I suppose. So, okay. Anyway, guys, that was my sort of take on this. It's a lot of fun. So I said, how do you know so much about metal? Cause I'm a nerd, that's why. Alright, anyway. Got more videos coming up, don't go nowhere. Hello everybody, we are going to be watching a bunch of spooky YouTube videos once again, and I'll say this, this stream will be dedicated to ghosts. Do I believe in ghosts? Well, I do believe that there are phenomena out there, but everybody seems to have a ghost story somewhere, right? Everybody seems to have some sort of spooky, like, happening to them, right? Now, I'm not Max de Claus, I don't believe in ghosts like that, but there are unexplained things. There are definitely unexplained things, and we're gonna be exploring some of them. Some of these videos that's been sent in has ridiculous titles, and I'm all for it. Now, these are very global ghosts. Some of them come from India, some of them come from North America, some of them come from Sweden, in fact, which I'll be happy to translate, but I'll try my best to not get scared by these videos, but someone said French ghosts. But, yes. Chowder in chat says, ghost story from me is once a water bottle that was sitting on a desk came flying downstairs in my house. That was just your rats in your house, man. But listen, everybody, we're going to be checking these videos out. Obviously, I want to do a big shout out to everybody who sent these videos in. They are a multitude of very strange videos, and I couldn't find half of this myself, because some of them used to have like 100 views, which really add to the spooky factor of these videos, right? But listen, everybody, let's go check them out. Let's see what dwells on YouTube, especially the early days on YouTube. So, I might have to split this the stream in the morning later, because it's a little late right now, and I don't want to piss off my neighbors screaming at things, but here we go. We have a lot of these videos. A lot. Okay. So, let's begin, right? There's a video called Ah. That's the first video we'll check out tonight. It's 11 seconds. Okay. Ghostvideos.ws. The amount of pixels in this video is incredible, but alright. Okay, so we have a little child, little baby. And then... Wait, that was it? I'm sorry, was that a skeleton running past? That's a duende ghost. Whoop. Okay, that could have been a curtain, or... Listen. All these videos on spooky YouTube video night is always real. Okay? We've established this a while ago, and... Interesting, interesting. Now, I think the lo-fi video quality here certainly adds to it. But, some people say that certain video, like, glitches and stuff like that is caused by electrical interference by ghosts. So, while there might be a ghost in the room, they materialize as, like, spirits and stuff on the video. I personally believe this video is real. It is certainly not like a cloth that is moved, okay? Damn, I missed it. I missed it. Let's see if I can time this. Okay, I fucked it up, but you get the point. Interesting, interesting. I thought, when I first saw this video, I thought the kid was a ghost. You know. Like, I thought, like, oh my god, you know, but... Let's see if I can time this better this time. No. Interesting video. Interesting video. Don't know where the origin of this video comes from. But I know this. This next video we're about to watch is called Casa Bentuita de Fantome in Judetul, Bacau. So that means only one thing, guys. El Fantoma. Let's see what this is on the news, by the way. That's not how you pronounce it, really.
Noapte sinistră pentru locuitorii unui sat Băcăuan.
Localnicii n-au închis un ochi și au stat de veche în fața unei case bântuite.
Fantoma unei fete.
There's apparently... Okay, people are saying it is a Romanian ghost. Okay, it's a haunted house in a village. Let's check it out.
Moarte în urmă cu o săptămână a rămas în locuință și îi terorizează încă de atunci, cel puțin așa spun.
So the ghost was terrorizing this village, I guess.
Oamenii.
După ce i-a amenințat cu moartea și le-a devastat locuințele, acum spiritul nu-i lasă nici măcar să doarmă. Așa că oamenii au înconjurat cu mic, cu mare casa.
Is this on the main news? Like, do you mean, like, is this like on CNN in this country? You know what I mean? Like, is this like, it's 5 p.m. We got some news. Yes.
Până Fantoma și-a făcut din nou simțită prezența.
Câteva camere de luat vederi postate în casă, dar și afară au surprins azi noapte secvențe care vă vor șoca.
I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. You cannot start with X-Files. Okay? This feels like I'm watching a fucking Grand Theft Auto San Andreas spooky mysteries thing, but whatever. Okay. If that was the ghost, I would have been happy. But let's keep watching. Confirmed real. No fake. Real Romanian ghost. Confirmed 2003. What is happening in this video? I was about to make a joke that this guy sounds like a moped starting up, you know. Maybe real, maybe fake. Let's see.
S-a lăsat noaptea peste satul Andrieșești. Nici busuiocul și nici aghiazma din oală n-au reușit să alunge fantomele din casă. Spiritul continuă să terorizeze pe proprietari, dar și pe localnici. Cu frica în sân, oamenii s-au strâns la poarta familiei Hadâmbu, unde au stat de veche până în zori.
Ce-a căzut?
This is from the video?
În locuință s-a instalat deja panica. Prezența spiritului devine din ce în ce
I
mai
mean, I guess that the spirit of ghost terrorized this house.
Din casă se sparge fără ca nimeni să o atingă.
And knocked a bunch of things over, but
fără vreun motiv dintr-o parte într-alta. Camerele montate în casă au surprins momentul în care un papuc s-a izbit violent de ușă.
Here it is. I can't tell if that's a ghost or some dude saying "fuck off, ghost."
Iar o bucată de lemn este aruncată de o prezență necunoscută și un pahar se sparge subit, fără ca nimeni să-l atingă.
This is the video footage. This is it. This is the video recorded.
În casă au surprins momentul în care
I can see your arm.
Violent de
Look.
ușă.
I mean, that's the guy. Ghost arm.
Iar o bucată de lemn este aruncată de
Robocop.
O prezență necunoscută și un pahar se sparge
The guy is
subit,
the
fără
ghost.
ca nimeni să-l atingă.
That's just me on a Friday being angry.
Papa? Papa?
Okay.
De unde a venit ăla?
Who did this, basically, I
De unde
think.
a plecat paharul?
După sopa. Let's play a game of who did it. Who's in this video throwing a bunch of Legos around to get on the news? Let's play a game. I mean, it's a ghost, but, you know. Suspect A. Suspect B. Suspect C, D, or E?
Calnicii însoțiți de un polițist și-au făcut curaj și au pornit în miez de noapte spre cimitir. Au luat cu ei și un țăruș să se apere de fantomă. Aici domnea o liniște totală.
Is that the cops?
Coșmarul a început în casa familiei Hadâmbu, odată cu înmormântarea fiicei lor. Tânăra a murit intoxicată cu ciuperci, dar nu s-a dus de tot de pe lumea asta, spune tatăl. Noaptea îl amenință cu moartea.
Eu sunt Satana, dar noapte...
Satana. I know that word.
ți-o gâtul. Noapte ți-o gâtul.
And I know the word yogurt, too.
Urmea și o voce de bărbat, așa.
Is he saying? I don't know if he was interpreting the ghost laugh and like, hoo, but this is a Scooby-Doo ghost.
Tul furios, povestește omul cu ochii în lacrimi, l-a gonit din casă.
Okay. Is this like B footage they used juxtapositioning to be like scary? Or is this from the actual video? I can't tell. Oh, he's saying the ghost did this. And he was laughing. And he was fighting the ghost.
Doamne, Maica, dar îmi tremur icioare și acum, nu mai știu ce lume sunt.
Cine să tulbure oare liniștea satului, s-au întrebat ieri oamenii legii și au venit să facă o constatare. Au abandonat cercetările atunci când au văzut cum se mută de una singură Galata dintr-o parte într-alta.
La fața lui s-au auzit zgomote pe care nu le puteam.
I can't tell if this person is like teenager or like 42. Don't know.
Puteam elucida și nu le puteam lămuri asupra modului.
Someone said it's Gru. Stop messing with the atmosphere of these streams. I'm trying to maintain a spooky atmosphere and you're inserting these words and you're destroying it.
De producerea acestora. Găleata, cum v-am spus, a fost un zgomot și când ne-am întors, ea se mutase de la locul în care se află.
La fel de tare s-a îngrozit până și preotul.
Pe geam a intrat o...
I think we have the subject. Look at the shirt. Look at the fucking shirt. Let's see if it aligns. Wait. Okay, wait.
Iar o bucată de camerele montate în casă au surprins momentul în care un papuc s-a izbit violent de ușă.
Okay, hang on. I gotta see the hand
Momentul
again.
în care un papuc s-a izbit violent de ușă.
Okay. I'm not implying that everybody is wearing the same clothes every day, but...
Farfurie sau cratiță.
Cum spiritul pare să fie neobosit, oamenii așteaptă acum praznicul de 40 de zile. Poate fantoma fetei moarte își va găsi liniștea și va lăsa și pe ei în pace.
Over there. What do you guys think? Someone said that is the village priest. Now hear me out. Let's play devil's advocate here, just for a second. Do you think that a bunch of older people in this village said, let's make up a story so we can get on the news and you can say there's a ghost here? No, that can't be real. No. But did we watch Romanian Bigfoot last time? I forget. I think we watched something in Romania. There was something there. So there's a little paranormal activity. There was Chewbacca. It was Chewbacca last time. Okay. Well, I'll say this. I'm not a skeptic. I'm not a believer. I'm just here to convey these videos and see them and make my own judgment. I'll say real. This video is real. Okay. So, I think that, somebody chat saying, Joel, you should have a bingo for spooky YouTube with things like cool video turns into an ad, Spanish accent video, self-proclaimed expert interviewed on local media, obvious CGI, buy my book /souvenirs, 144p, other cryptid cameo, and kid testimony. This is a fucking amazing idea. If you can make a bingo, throughout the stream, I will use it. That seems like a fucking banger of an idea. Okay, but for now, next video. Now this video is a little interesting because we had a Romanian video, but now we have a different video from England, I think. Okay. It's gonna be interesting for sure. In it. No making fun. This is a scary atmosphere.
Throw it higher.
Come on, to me, no one else. To me. Boy, what is that?
What was that?
Oh, wait a minute. There's something going on.
Can you see that there?
There's a ghost in the fucking window. Holy shit. That's fucking Sherlock Holmes. Prince Philip is hiding in the local janitorial room. Fuck.
Oh my days, that was creepy.
Wait, what was that? I think we should go up there and have a look.
You should. I can just imagine. Oi, Nigel, stand over there in that there house. Oh yeah, bruv, that sounds stonking. Yeah, we'll get on that YouTube. I don't know. You'll be that no-bed ghost, eh? They're going in.
I've got it on film.
This room's locked, guys. It's been locked for 2 years.
No, but I need to see something.
Okay.
I've got it on camera.
The room's been empty.
There's a boy's face in the corner of the window.
Show you now, there's not even a lamp on the window.
Are you supposed to get in there?
Here's a real scary story. British food. Ooh.
Why did you fall over?
So they're going into this house. Okay.
I told you it's been empty for years.
Nobody's been in it for years, huh? Okay. Okay. I think I just saw the ghost, but whatever. There he is. Look at that. Who is that? Who is that? Is that Nigel, huh? So someone said Michael Myers. Wait a minute. We can analyze the footage. No, not that. Prince Philips. Prince Andrew. No, who's like the king? King Charles. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm being an idiot. I'll show you who it really is, because that was a bait and switch. You wanna know who this really is? Hey guys. Linus Dick Tips here. Again. Stonking it out in Britain. Today I will teach you about Rom. Linus Ghost Tips. Shut up. Okay. What do you say, chat? What do you say? Real or fake? Hmm? Real. It's hard to say. But I saw a guy here. Now, I don't know about you, but sometime we crack the code. Sometime we crack the code just a little bit. Maybe. But I'd say it's a real video. It's a real video and nothing will change my mind about it. Now you might say, we've seen some ghost people. But ghosts are not limited to just human beings. Because, ladies and gentlemen, in North America, there's a phenomenon known as ghost cars. Let's take a watch.
We've seen how strange things can get at night. Well, things are about to get a whole lot stranger. This mysterious driver tricks cops into thinking he's about to pull over, then all hell breaks loose.
Okay, I think he farted a ghost onto me. Like I thought this was the ghost, but it can't be that stupid.
The officers watching this tape get only a quick glimpse of the man behind the wheel.
Oh, fucking
it's
skeleton.
the last look they'll get.
Okay.
For a moment, it appears as if the driver and his car have disappeared into thin air.
It's a Van Halen plane. Okay.
But in the blink of an eye, the driver comes into view again.
Someone said mosquito.
This time, he tries to outrun the police rather than just vanish.
It's got 5 stars, this ghost.
His moves are still baffling to the police as he swerves all over the road, driving like a man possessed. And just when he's really thrown the cops for a loop, he gets back on a straightaway, showing off a seemingly supernatural speed.
Okay. Because there's somebody in the car.
In just a moment, he's going to make
there's no guy in the car.
Into the Twilight Zone. Watch.
What? I don't know. What do you mean Twilight Zone?
The fence at the end means no way out. Or does it?
Oh.
Even watching it again, cops are unable to make sense of it. All they see is an intact fence and nothing more than the vanishing taillights of what the Garden City PD has come to call the ghost car.
Oh. He glitched. There's only like a slight problem with this video. What's this? Whatever. Interesting. I feel this is just San Andreas at night.
that rap crap.
Word.
I got a word for you, homie. Dust.
Interesting. Developer didn't give it a hitbox. I want to see the driver again. I want to analyze this footage.
Well, things are about to get a whole lot stranger.
Guys. Holy shit. Guys. I see the ghosts. Look. There's tons of them. Fuck. Someone said he just noticed. Let me tell you something. Mr. Ghost Expert. Okay? I have a professional theoretical degree in specters, okay? Let's see your degree, okay? I'm gonna mod you. Ghost car, huh? Interesting. I definitely have never seen that video, but it's interesting. It reminds me of a lot of Cops from the 90s, you know, except there's more teeth. Ghost car is typing in chat. Mod that guy, yeah. Here's a classic video, everybody. This is called Ghost Hide and Seek. Apparently, a lot of people have seen this. It's on the Ghost Videos show. Or, I'm sorry, the U show. Okay.
Ariana, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm playing hide and seek.
With who?
My friend Mabel.
Okay, no, I'm not here to criticize it. But I hope this child actor won the MTV Kid Awards where they got, you know, the slime thing. You win for Star Wars 9.
Oh, okay. Would you want to play hide and seek with me?
Sure.
Okay, now you can play the real person, so I'm going to actually look for you, and I'm going to do all the counting,
Kid Choice
okay?
Awards.
Okay, and you're going to be the one hiding.
Right.
Okay, ready?
I think I saw Ghost Cat just
I'm
now.
going to count to 10. 1, 2,
okay.
3, 4,
oh, fuck.
5, 6. What? Turn off the lights, cheating.
Oh.
There we go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here I go.
Uh-oh.
Better be in a good spot.
Don't fall down the stairs, please. Don't slip. Please. I'm more scared of that. Shit, was that noise?
Where are you? Ariana, could you be in the closet? Gotcha.
Fuck.
Ariana. Ariana. Ariana.
How did I time that? How the fuck did I time the steps with that song?
Ariana?
That was fucking scary. Oh, how the fuck did I do that? What the fuck?
I see you behind the dresser.
Oh, fuck it. Uh-oh. It's gonna be something there. It's gonna be a jump scare or something.
Rihanna?
You found me.
Oh, what?
My god, that's scary.
Did Mabel tell you where I was?
What? Let's get out of here. Come here.
Child jump scare. Someone said, can viewers send in spooky? All these are viewer submitted.
Rihanna? What?
Pretty spooky. Pretty spooky. I maybe because I was shit posting with noises, I didn't understand the full grasp of the video, but I'll say this. A lot of people are scared of kids. I just get angry. You just get angry. So fuck out of here. Stupid. But, you know, I don't know. Fear leads to anger. Joel, the URL of the video says Ernie in it. It's Ernie Hudson. Some guy made you the bingo game. Please post. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, guys. Holy shit. Spooky YouTube. Brazil, 144 kids playing soccer, unironically kind of spooky. Other cryptid cameo, off-putting music, self-proclaimed expert in Spanish. Romania, it turns into an ad PSA, buy my stuff, scientists won't listen to us. Kid testimonial, local news, person clearly high and drunk, over-exaggerated reaction. We're gonna put this down in the corner here as we watch these videos. I'm gonna start fresh. Actually, I won't. I'm gonna start now. I'm gonna cross off Romania. Okay, local news. What else? 144p. Okay. What else? What else? 144 is like an easy. It's almost like a free one, you know. We did not have soccer. We did not have soccer. No. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there and just watch the next video. How about that? Okay, here we go. It's the next video called Ghost. Don't post shit like that. Okay. Next video is called Ghosts Are Demons and Falling Angels.
Yes, ghosts are demons or fallen angels. I know firsthand. They want to fool you into believing that when you die you become a spirit that walks around aimlessly.
My rafflecopter goes swah 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 swah.
Okay, that sounds like Bouncy Buddy. But let's keep watching. We're not here to judge.
But what they are really trying to do is make you seek them so that they can infect your life and ultimately keep you away from God. They have fooled a lot of people. I hate them for what they have done. After I learned this truth, it almost cost my life.
Are you the statue?
They came out of the woodwork and taunted me night and day for months because they wanted me to shut up about what I knew about them.
Why can't you talk? Did they steal your voice? But honestly, guys, to be quite honest, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys. I think a off-putting robot voice in a video is actually unironically kind of a little spooky. Because it's just like, what the fuck is this? Like, does anybody feel that way? Like, I don't know, like, it just feels weird.
But I refused. They hit and poked me, banged, tapped and scratched the walls, ran around my room or just stood there and stared at me in the dark, screamed and growled in my face, and they even tried to molest me and possess me in my sleep, not to mention trashing my house, hiding things from me, throwing things at me, and possessing random people around me. It was like living in every...
Who did this video? What is this? So how long does this go on for?
Scary movie all at once. I heard the messes. They tried to kill me a few times too, but God.
Oh, okay, this... I don't know what the hell this is. I don't know who sent this in, but...
Whether or not they are good or bad, or making you asking yourself what do they want. Again, making you curious enough to seek them for answers. These guys are weaker and lower in authority. Most times.
I don't know if this is a person that, like, probably shouldn't be on YouTube, or if it's like an actual person who's trying to be creepy, or because this doesn't seem...
It all work together for the same purpose, basically, to hurt you and get back at God. Anyway, this event changed my life forever, and I no longer see anything the same as I once did. I now know who they really are.
Anyway. Ghosts are demons and falling angels. This is a poor video. This is a poor video. Really poor. Next video, Grandma. Okay. It's just called Grandma. Let's see what this is all about. When a family heard strange noises at night, they set up a video camera to find out what was making them. It's what they found on the tape the next morning. Oh fuck. Okay, dude, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I am only scared of this fucking video because it looks like a goddamn, like, alien entity with long legs in the background. One of these days we're gonna have to do alien videos, and I'm gonna not be there for it. Someone said volume down. If that is the ghost video, I'm going to stab my brain with a spoon. No. That's a flying condom. That is a flying sock or a condom. The owner of the house believes that it is the arm of his dead mother who used to live in the house. I just imagine this grandma. Here's how I imagine this in my head. Grandma passed on, but Grandma had a great sense of humor. So in her death, she's like, I'm gonna fuck with them. Yeah, right. You think your grandma's gone? I'm gonna be trolling. They think they don't know. Grandma's gonna finna scare. That's a good grandma. That's a good grandma. The problem is, if I reverse search this image, it's gonna be like royalty-free grandma.jpg. He says, okay, that his mother's ghost crosses the hallway at night to check on her great-grandson. A great-grandson. Okay. What do you believe? What do you believe, chat? Do you think this is grandma? What do you think? What do you think? What do you tea? No. was gonna do title. No, you cannot be fucking serious. Please, please, I beg you. Why do I always activate the fucking text service on XSplit? Why does this keep happening? Somebody did Star Wars Duel of the Fates in Retro Halloween. It's not funny. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna restart XSplit. Thank God for OBS and XSplit at the same time. But god damn it. Jesus Christ. How was your day? How was your day, chat? Grandma trolled my computer. Oh god. If I activate, all the videos are gonna play at once. Oh no. Oh no. Oh Jesus. Oh please don't play all at once. Oh please. Okay, no, we're good. No. No. Fuck, they're all playing at once.
Ariana, what are you doing?
No.
Oh, I'm playing hide and seek.
With who?
My friend Mabel.
I gotta shut these videos off.
Would
Fuck,
you want
wait.
to play hide and seek with me?
Sure.
Okay, now you can play the real person, so I'm gonna actually look for you, and I'm gonna do all the counting, okay? Okay, and you're gonna be the one hiding. Okay, ready?
Stop, wait.
I'm gonna count to 10.
Shut up. Okay. I don't know if I can deactivate this. Can I? Fuck off. Fucko. What do you think, fucko? No. Okay, next video, please. I'm done with that. Thank you. Next video is haunted house. Ghost flies out of front door.
It's up towards the top, right there.
Okay. This has been a very bad stream. No, I don't want to draw it. No, my bingo. Whatever. Just at the end of the stream, we'll evaluate all of this, okay? Please. Here we go. Is the audio okay, by the way? I didn't check.
What is that? We cannot see what the fuck that is.
Neither could I, jackass. The fucking bitrate is dog shit.
Look at the doorway.
Look at the doorway. It's overlapping the door. It's overlapping the door.
I'm bringing out the bingo again. And we're putting this on. It had Romania. It had 144. It had what else did I miss? Local news and over-exaggerated reaction. Okay. Off-putting music. Fuck. Okay. What is this?
It's up towards the top, right there.
Okay.
What is that? We cannot see what the fuck that is.
Can
Look
you?
at the doorway.
Look at the doorway. It's overlapping the door. It's overlapping the door.
Dude, there might be anything in there. In fact, I'm gonna improve this video. This video is poor. There. Now I made your dog shit video spooky. And
The top, right there.
What is that? We cannot see what the fuck that is.
Look at the doorway.
Look at the doorway. It's overlapping the door. It's overlapping the door. Oh my god!
Stop messing with me, computer. Stop it. Okay. Jump scare. I think this video is real. I think this video is real, guys, and I would be damned if it's not. Okay. Now, here's what we're going to talk about. This is a video that says 100% proof. Now, I know some skeptics out there in chat is going to say, you know, some of these videos might not be real. Mia, 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 mia. Let me tell you something now. When a video says it's 100% proof.
Cover my back, alright.
Better not be another sex video.
What the hell's that? That on the floor. Right there.
Okay. I'm sorry, what happened?
What the hell's that? That on the floor. Right there.
Uh-huh. I'm trying to get a good image of that thing. Okay, I'm gonna fill in the blanks. I'm gonna fill in the blanks of what I see. Okay? It's not a dildo, it's an umbrella. It's not Peter Griffin, it's meant to be scary. Wait, shit. Wait, this was on my... Oh no. Oh no. Oh, this was on the whiteboard. Fuck now. Oh no. I'm stuck with this. I'm stuck with this dog shit image. Fuck. How do you erase things in XSplit? How do I... Wait, freehand? Hang on, escape to clear whiteboard, okay. Fuck it, don't work, whatever. I'm just gonna do a new one, okay? You think it's real? You think it's real, chat? Yes. The bingo was a ghost.
What the hell's that? That on the floor. Right there.
Ha, there was no ghost there. Bye. Okay. So it's a nice Fallout 3 gameplay. Shut the fuck up. Shut up, man.
Married women, old maids and all. Packing and whacking and smacking. Oh, Pete. Packing and whacking and smacking. He loves that meat. Packing and whacking and smacking. Wakes up in the morning 5:30.
It was Butcher Pete. Loves that meat. Me on the subway. Interesting video. I would maybe say 99% proof, but alright. This next video is titled SCAEEERY. Okay. Damn it. No. This stream is falling apart to such a degree that I can't control my stream anymore. me see a doctor. It's like possessed or something. And I was like, everything just fucking shitting up. There we go. Here we go. Sometimes I've heard noise at home, but I don't really care about it. But when I'm starting to practice with my keyboard, strange things happened. This video is real, 100%. Watch out, it could be shocking. Now, I'm gonna say that if you're gonna play Doom music and you're gonna play it badly, some of the ghosts might not like it and just shut it off. That's just a bad stand. Okay. Oh, fuck, what is that? What the fuck is that? Okay, volume down, everybody. Is he loading his, like, pistol?
The ghost played the keyboard.
No. No. No, no, no. If you play it again, I'm gonna have a fart attack. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, what's in this? I think it's my favorite video of tonight.
Hello?
Is this a Swedish video? Hello? It's a Swedish keyboard ghost. It could be German too. I didn't hear what he said. Someone's in the kitchen. Oh, fuck, what's going on? Dude, I'm scared that it's gonna cut to like some, like, ghost sex on the thing. Like, straight up, I think this is a joke video and they're about to show porno. And the video is so old that nobody's, like, checked. I'm gonna have to do this just for a second, guys. I hate to do this, but, like, I legitimately think it's gonna be porno. Okay, it is not bum sex videos, even though it had a big fart in it. Okay, there's something going on in this video and I can't tell. Okay, I'm gonna show you. I'm putting everything on the line. I don't care if it's a big bum pooing. I'm gonna show you. Okay. What's happening? Why the fuck? Why the fuck is this ghost farting around and playing on the piano? I'm going to die. Why the fuck? What is happening? Dear God. And the video cuts off. Okay. Joel will be this ghost in 60 years. let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If I'm that ghost, you know what I will do? So, it's not happening. Okay, stop. Stop it in the name of Jesus. Guys, I hate to say it, but this is the realest video of tonight. I mean, shit was happening. Shit was popping off. I want to improve this slightly. Real video tonight. What do you think? What do you think? Yes, no. Real. I will say tonight. Honestly, pretty believable tonight. Pretty believable tonight, I will say. Okay? Next video. Next video. Here's a Scottish video. Okay, by comparison, this video is so loud. I'm sorry. Okay. I gotta check the audio on this. Welcome to Scotland. Did I get anybody in chat? Did I get anybody in chat? Fess up. Fess up. I jumped. I didn't intentionally have the volume down before, but... I jumped. Okay, well, I'll say this. I do not approve of jump scare videos. Okay, I do not. So please, in the future, when you guys are sending in ghost videos, please do not send in that kind of shit, okay? We don't really vet these videos too much, but if I see another goddamn video and that happens, there's gonna be repercussions.
Scotland forever!
So no, stop it. Repercussions, stop. There's a spooky atmosphere on the stream and you're ruining it. Next video, Shadow Person. what is this all about? If there's another jump scare, I'm gonna jump out of the stream. Uh-oh. You thought it was gonna be a jump scare, right? The problem with this... The problem with this video is that what you're watching is this.
I love democracy. I love the Republic.
Old Palpatine's up to it again. Somehow, Palpatine returned. Okay, now, I see people saying this on edited video. I don't think so. Don't think so at all. I can't control them, sorry. Okay. Editing couldn't do that. Wait. What if I do this? Wait, hang on. Right? Wait, what? Fuck, it's the same video. Whatever. Next video is called Toast. Oh god. You know, the problem is when I see, like, these video texts, I always get a bad feeling about them. Like, is this a religious video? But it's called Toast, so... I don't know, maybe there's, like, Jesus in the toast or whatever. And okay, hang on. Astonishing phenomenon. This haunted toaster toast bred to uncanny resemblance of human features. What on earth can be causing these ghostly occurrences? Judge for yourself, okay. I swear I've seen this footage before from AVGN, where AVGN puts an NES into a toaster and it explodes. Gonna take you back to the base. It's a really wide toaster. Good night. It's fucking bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. You can't do that. You can't do that. I thought the salt jar said Sexo on it. Okay, can you please not show that? Don't touch. Holy shit, was I muted? Was I muted? The ghost took away my microphone. For fuck's sake. Okay. Guys, I have some shit. Since the egg came on screen, you were muted. Okay, I have some bad news. And some good news. What do you want first? Bad. Okay. The bad news is that I have to end the stream. It is 1 a.m. and my neighbors are probably pissed off at me. I'd love to stream some more, but, you know, I gotta respect my neighbors. The good news is we have 45 videos left. So, I'm gonna end tonight's stream and continue in the morning. So, I'm gonna give you guys a good one. Okay? Do you remember Top 10 Video World? It turns out Duende videos is not the only thing they do. This might be a different channel actually, but we'll see what it is.
5 times Halloween ghost caught on camera.
Okay.
Number 5. In this this video I'm going to show you guys a real life Halloween character that was caught by camera. This video is sent me someone from Washington DC and told me this. He took a video when her mom was not at home and it's a Halloween night and he found this. Something like an unknown creator was found in a CCTV camera. Let's watch the video again and tell me what do you think about this video. Is this his man or the Halloween ghost?
Okay. Give me a second. Just keep watching.
Let me know in the comments. Number 4. This is a very spooky video that was called.
I want this guy to get on stream right the fuck now. Because, my god, he was born for this.
In Halloween times. You can saw her daughter was doing workout at home and her mom was caught this in his camera.
Okay.
This is a very unbelievable and creepy video that was recorded by camera. You can saw something like a Halloween ghost was caught by camera. After her mom came into the door and saw this, the ghost was moved the stair up.
I have no comment. I can't add anything. I just...
And then they are exit from the home. Let's watch the video and tell me what you think about this video.
Okay.
Number 3 is a very scary video that I was found into internet.
The internet.
There you can saw a video from a CCTV camera. Something like a human was walking from the road in a forest.
Okay. Keep sharing, keep supporting us. Thanks. Subscribe now. Subscribe now. Okay.
Look at this video closely. You can saw it in real life.
Oh, you can.
There it is.
Oh.
It jumped into top of the tree.
Oh.
Let's watch this video again and tell me what do you think. Is this can be exist in real life?
Can this video exist in real life? Guys, what do you think, personally? Like, be honest. Yes, no, please. Yes. I don't know, it's pretty spooky. It's pretty damn spooky.
In real life. There it is. It jumped into the top of the tree. Let's watch this video again and tell me what do you think. Is this can be exist in real life?
Okay. Please don't make me do that again.
Before number 1, here is the best pic of this video. I found this photo on Reddit and people
I want to throw up.
are saying this is the Halloween ghost that was sighted in the somewhere.
Somewhere this was found.
Number 1. I found this video on the internet. A kid sent me from the Indonesia and he told me this, her home in Jakarta. He told me her father and her family was watching TV at night, and at the same time this video was taken as the home CCTV camera. Look at the video again and tell me what do you think about this video. Thanks for watching my video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe and peace out.
Someone said, I see the cut. You keep it up and the ghost will cut you, okay? Stop making fun of ghosts. Okay.
Boy, please subscribe and peace out.
I would say this video broke me. I had nothing to say. This fucked me up. This fucked me.
He took a video when her mom and dad not at home, and it's a Halloween night, and he found this. Something like an unknown creator was.
Okay, where's this from? I know it's from like a Ghibli movie, isn't it? Hang on. What was it? What fuck was this thing called? Spirited Away, No Face. Holy shit, guys. This is literally... This is literally the same thing. And it just so happens that the guy narrating has never heard of it. For fuck's sake. Oh god. You guys want to do a bonus before I gotta sign off? A really quick one. A really quick one. Before we glue this to the next part. Okay, fine. Fine. We're gonna end. And I don't know what this is. I'm just gonna boom immediately. Alright, here we go.
Do ghosts only exist in the imagination? There's no doubt that evidence is easy to fake. But one incident at a riding school in Kent challenges even the staunchest skeptic. On a Saturday morning, Janet Emmett and her daughter are taking their regular riding lesson.
Okay.
The lesson is being filmed by Janet's husband, Martin. Later that night, she decides to watch it.
I was watching the video quite carefully, and at first I was watching myself, obviously, thinking how appalling I looked. Then I saw something quite strange.
Standing in the background is the figure of a man.
I knew that there couldn't have been anybody there. I was riding in the Sun Menage, literally a couple of meters away from
This video really quiet for anybody else.
Standing, and I knew there had been nobody there at the time.
Oh fuck.
Could this be a trick of light? On closer examination, the figure can be seen again. This time, it appears to have its back to the camera. Is this a ghost? Many have viewed this bizarre tape. No one has been able to explain it.
Guys, if I see another goddamn Princess Diana comment in chat, we're gonna have to swing the banhammer around. Can you please fucking stop with the Karl Marx jokes? Fuck off.
Is this a ghost? Many have viewed this bizarre tape. No one has been able to explain it.
Somebody said it's Einstein. No. Oh, fuck. My audio screwed up. I was gonna do this joke. But it was so slow from the metal pipe, you know. Okay. Well, guys, unfortunately, it is the end of this mid-segment right now. I wanted to stream longer tonight, but I'm gonna have to stream in the morning because I don't want to, like, upset my neighbors. So I'm gonna have to call it here, buddy. I'm sorry this was a technical disaster, but, you know, I hope you enjoyed this anyway, and I'm gonna glue this together tomorrow with more streaming. So, you know, anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I'll be back tomorrow. And, yeah. I just want to see this again. Okay. Anyway, guys. Let's do this for now. Let's see where we're at right now. So we can catch up tomorrow. Alright, so... Yes. 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 Kids playing soccer. When did you see the kids playing soccer? Off-putting music. Gotta do that. Okay, we're very close to hitting a thing. Ad. Where was the ad? Where was the ad? Cryptid cameo, no faceman appear. No. Toast had the spooky music. Oh, right. Scotland. You son of a fucking bitch. You son of a fucking bitch. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard, but goddamn if it's not fucking true. Guys, we have a bingo. I can't believe it, but goddamn. Okay, well, I'll catch you guys tomorrow with more spooky stuff. And I want to say thank you for tuning in tonight, watching me react to the Red Letter Media thing, and watching this. So, there we go. Anyway, let's see who's live right now, so I can go host them. Rev is live, and Robus is live. I'm gonna host Rev. He's streaming Slayers X. There we go. What hour, Joey? It will probably be morning my time, so... There we go. Anyway, I'll see you around. Thanks for watching. Tip of the day is, do you dislike peas? Peas, as in the veggies? Here's what you do, right? Make sure you salt them and put some black pepper on them and put a little bit of butter as you're cooking them. It makes them more palatable. And I gotta say, I don't like peas that much. But I had them with some fish and potatoes today, and boom, that's the secret. You gotta season them. Because people don't. And then they just taste like grass. So, eat some penis. Alright, see you around, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.